Polling for 9 Rajya Sabha seats today. All eyes are on Gujarat, where Congress heavyweight Ahmed Patel is locked in the political battle of his life to retain his Rajya Sabha seat. BJP is sure to win 2 seats, where Party Chief Amit Shah and INB Minister Smriti Irani are contesting. Voting also to take place for 6 Rajya Sabha seats in West Bengal. Infighting ensures CPM chief Sitaram Yechury had failed to get nomination from his own party from West Bengal. In neighbouring Tripura, all 6 TMC MLAs switched sides to BJP. Senior Congress leader Jairam Ramesh has said the party is facing a serious existential crisis. Talking to a news agency in Kochi yesterday, the senior Congress leader asserts that if party does not amend its ways, its future is bleak. Major infiltration bid foiled in Machal sector in J&K. Security forces gunned down 5 terrorists and recover weapons from the slain terrorists. In another incident, encounter underway in Pulwama, where 2 to 3 terrorists reportedly trapped. Number of income tax return filing this year surges by nearly 25% to 2.82 crore. Last year, ITR filing was 2.26 crore. Government cites the success of demonetization in curbing black money. This growth is much higher than the 9.9% recorded in the previous year. Advanced tax collections of personal income tax shows a jump by 42%. The Goods and Services Tax Council authorizes the centre to hike cess on SUVs, luxury and large cars to 25% from 15%. The rates may not go up immediately, as any increase in the cess will require an amendment to the GST compensation law. A parliamentary panel will today hear the views of various stakeholders on disinvestment of national carrier Air India and Pawan Hans Limited. Government has already decided to sell its entire 51% stake in Pawan Hans Limited. India and Iran have expressed commitment to operationalize the strategic Chabahar port at the earliest. Speaking in Iran, Union Minister for Highways and Shipping Nitin Gadkari said groups have been formed to look into the bottlenecks of the projects. Bombay High Court accepts Maharashtra government's undertaking that children below the age of 14 years will not be allowed to participate in the Dahi Handi festival. However, it refuses to impose any restriction on the height of human pyramid formations. High Court lifts ban imposed by BCCI on cricketer S. Sreesanth. The pace bowler was charged earlier for his involvement in the spot-fixing scandal in the Indian Premier League and was banned in September 2013. The 40-day annual Amarnath Yatra in South Kashmir Himalayas concluded yesterday. Around 2.60 lakh pilgrims paid obeisance this year, braving terror attacks and inclement weather. The Yatra had commenced from Pahalgam and Baltal routes amid strict security arrangements on 29 June. In Pakistan, 2 people were killed and scores injured in a powerful blast in Lahore's Bund area. Initial reports indicate that a truck loaded with fruits got tangled with high-tension wires, which caused the explosion. Police suspect that the truck contained explosives. North Korea condemns the latest UN sanctions imposed in response to its weapon programs. Pyongyang said it would not negotiate over nuclear arms while threatened by the United States. Kenya will today go to polls in national elections to choose new president, members of parliament and country officials. In cricket, Moeen Ali finished a brilliant campaign with a 5-wicket haul as England beat South Africa by 177 runs in the 4th test at Old Trafford yesterday to see the 3-1 series win.